y'all, Cody Shelley with Platinum Horse Sales. I'm here with one of our consigners, Blake Thompson. He's got 6 horses consigned to our sale coming up November 18th and 19th. Something a little different that we haven't gotten the opportunity to offer, and they're in a special section called Horses of a Different Color. They're lots number 53 through 58. Blake has traveled the country and put together a really good set of yearlings, and that's what they are. They're horses of a different color. Blake, tell us a little bit about them.
Well, they are, Cody. They're horses of a different color, and you'll see as you look through them, each one of them are different. They're all Appaloosas or Roans. There's a blue Roan colt, there's a gray colt, and there's 4 Appaloosas that are extremely different, each one of them. Every one of those colts are conformationally correct. Every one of them have good heads. Every one of them have big hips. I think if you look at them, you'll like them.
Yeah, and it's something we've talked about. It doesn't matter what color they are. They're extremely good colts. If they were red roan, you'd love them just as much as you do. But some of them are loud colored, but they all move around beautiful. Special set of horses that you and I get the opportunity to travel the country and sell horse sales, and we don't get the opportunity to see very many like this.
I know, and a lot of times with your color breeds, especially, people will breed more for color, and they miss out on the core curriculum. You know, they miss out on the conformation first. And in my opinion, it's always conformation first. Each and every one of these colts are straight in the mouth. None of them are turned in or turned out. None of them have a high tail set. None of them are one rib too long. They're all different. There's one colt on there that should mature over 16 hands, and there's some that'll mature under 15. But each and every one of them are structurally correct. And like you said, if they were brown, you would still like the colt, regardless of the color, but they are loud colored.
Well, Blake, every sale throughout the country, the top selling horse is always a big fancy gelding. Is that kind of what you had in mind for these when you bought them as babies?
Where do you get them? You know, everybody knows where to go to buy a fraternity prospect. Everyone knows where to go to buy a race baby. But where do you go find those big pretty geldings that are the kind everyone's looking for? That there's not a place. You just find them one here and one there, wherever you get the opportunity to see one. And what I feel like the good thing about these babies, they've never been messed up. They're a clean slate. They've never been trained. They've never been asked the wrong way. They're ready to go home and make somebody a highlight horse. And each one of these colts has the mentality to be a self-topper.
Well, Blake, when you called me and told me that you wanted to sell them and that I needed to come by and look at them, I didn't really know what to expect. But when I drove up the driveway and got to see them, they're special and they're big and they're pretty and they're sure different. I had never seen a set of yearlings all in one pasture with all the colors. There's one of everything.
You know, and honestly, I hadn't either, and that's why I wanted you to come look. No one believes what they are until they see them. And you're talking about driving down my driveway. That's what we've done with them. We bought them when they were weanlings. We put them in the front pasture right beside the driveway, and everyone that passes the house stops. People sit in front of my house and take pictures all the time. But now, I don't want to see them go to waste. They're big enough now that they need to start in the saddle. They need to go on and be a nice horse for someone. But you just about have to see them to appreciate it.
Yeah, and just getting the opportunity to watch them in the round pen and move around. They move incredible, like you said, and all that comes from good conformation. That's where that comes from, and you handpicked all. Well, Blake, like you mentioned, a lot of our clientele are cutters, cow horse people, racehorse people. What do you see with some of those people doing with a colt like this?
Most all those people do other things, like a lot of those guys rope. How cool would it be, like that tallest leopard colt? How cool of a head horse would he make? I see these, a lot of the racehorse people, they need a pony horse. Where do they go buy a big colored gelding to make a pony horse? A lot of your cutters and cow horse people, they may want a colorful turnback horse. They may want one just to halter break their babies, lead their babies around. They may just want an all-purpose ranch horse. But these colts have shape, these colts have color, they have great minds and ability. They could go in any direction, and actually, Cody, I think there's a lot of things they could do with them.
Well, Blake, thanks for taking the time to visit with us, and thank you for allowing us the opportunity to market such a fine set of horses. These horses are located in Burleson, Texas. If you have any questions about any of Blake's consignments, his number's listed on the contact page of each of his consignments. And once again, they're lot 53 through lot 58. Sale begins on Saturday, November 18th at 8 a.m. and begins closing on Sunday, November 19th at 1 p.m. You can download the app or get on PlatinumHorseSales.com to view all of the consignments.